Conor Bedard, hailed as a prodigy, a once-in-a-generation talent, has been thrust into the spotlight since his teenage years. But amidst this spotlight and towering expectations, a question lingers in the air. Is Conor Bedard the NHL's overrated future star, or is he truly the next big thing in hockey? Conor Bedard's journey began in North Vancouver, Canada. From a young age, he was determined to be a hockey star. Picture a kid, barely tall enough to see over the boards, outskating players twice his size. That was Conor. Tom Bedard, the proud father of the young hockey sensation, recalled, "From the young age of 3 on, Conor always had a ball and a hockey stick. His dedication and love for the game were evident. By the time Conor was 15, he was already making waves in the hockey world." But it wasn't just natural talent. Bedard put in the hard work, spending countless hours on the ice, perfecting his skills. He would stick around after practice, shooting pucks until his hands blistered and working on his skating stride until his legs ached. This dedication led him to the WHL, where he was drafted by the Regina Pats in 2020. Bedard was the first player in WHL history to be granted exceptional status. This status is only given to players capable of competing at a higher level of play at a younger age than their peers. Bedard's time in the WHL was nothing short of extraordinary. He racked up 134 goals and 271 points in just 134 games, becoming the youngest player ever to score 50 goals in a single WHL season. He won 2 WHL Player of the Year awards and continued to impress. Bedard's performance in the WHL caught the eye of Team Canada, leading to a golden opportunity. Literally. His role with Team Canada was more than just another roster spot. He was a critical component in their gold medal triumph. On the international stage, Bedard's skills shined brightly. His ability to read the game and his unparalleled puck handling and scoring prowess were instrumental in Canada's success. In crucial moments, Bedard demonstrated a maturity and poise beyond his years. Whether it was scoring key goals, setting up pivotal plays, or maintaining composure under pressure, he was a driving force behind Team Canada's offensive strategy. His performances were a blend of skill, athleticism, and hockey intelligence, making a significant impact in each game. Following his international success, the next big step was the NHL draft. The Chicago Blackhawks, a team with a rich history, won the Bedard lottery. Imagine the pressure, a storied franchise putting their faith in a teenager. But Conor, with his trademark confidence, took it in stride. So how did Conor Bedard start his NHL career? It's been a mix of highlights and learning curves. The speed, the physicality, the intensity, it's a different ballgame in the NHL. Bedard had his moments of brilliance, those flashes of skill that remind everyone why he was so highly touted. But he also faced challenges, like any rookie. As fans, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement. But remember, even the greatest players had to learn and adapt. Bedard's play style is led by his offensive prowess, where he is quite simply a juggernaut. Bedard has the potential to become the next elite pure goal scorer in the league, placing him among Austin Matthews and Ovechkin. Bedard's mastery lies in his curl and drag shooting technique, a move he perfected from a young age. What's really interesting is where Bedard learned this technique.
I just watched a lot of Austin Matthews when he came into the league. I think he kind of pioneered that drag into a shot.
This skill, when compared side by side with Austin Matthews, reveals striking similarities in their body positioning and the way they explode through the shot. This technique is critical in today's game, where defenders are taught to go stick on stick and body on body. In these one-on-one situations, both Bedard and Matthews use the curl and drag to outmaneuver defenders with astonishing effectiveness. He expertly utilizes the triangle area between a defender's feet and stick, luring them into a lunge before quickly releasing the puck through this gap. This skill isn't just about beating the defender, it's also about deceiving the goalie. In an era where goalies are larger and more skilled than ever, changing the shooting angle is crucial. Bedard's ability to do this not only sets him apart, but also follows in the footsteps of greats like Ovechkin and Matthews. Beyond scoring, Bedard's playing abilities shine. His vision allows him to see and execute plays others might miss, setting up teammates for scoring chances with accurate and imaginative passes. Additionally, his advanced puck-handling skills, particularly noteworthy for his age, enables him to maintain control even in high-pressure situations. Bedard carries the puck in a similar way to McDavid, although not as fast, creating scoring opportunities from many areas on the ice. This combination of skills not only makes him a formidable offensive player, but also a dynamic and unpredictable opponent on the ice. His strengths are evident: incredible shooting mechanics, speed, and intelligence on the ice. Bedard's offensive skill set is undeniable. His skating, puck handling, passing, and transition game on the ice is elite. He recorded several multi-point games, showcasing his ability to score and set up his teammates for success. Bedard possesses a rare hockey IQ. He reads the ice like a seasoned veteran, anticipating plays and making decisions with laser focus. His natural charisma and competitive spirit makes him a natural leader. He inspires his teammates and elevates their play on the ice. But what about weaknesses? Every player has them. Bedard's more diminutive stature raises concerns about his ability to handle the physicality of the NHL. In a league where the average player is over 6 feet, Bedard's 5'10" frame is under scrutiny. However, his agility and quick reflexes often compensate for his size. He'll need to learn to protect himself and battle for pucks in the corners. While not a liability, Bedard's defensive focus can occasionally lapse. The Canadian superstar has prioritized offense, sometimes leaving gaps in defense that more experienced players exploit. He must improve his defensive positioning and compete harder in his zone. When fully engaged, he can effectively block shots and defend well. However, there are instances where his defensive effort may not be as consistent, leading to periods where he appears to be less involved. The jump from junior hockey to the NHL is a significant one. Bedard is still adjusting to the faster pace, stronger competition, and different style of play. With more experience, I'm sure Bedard will be able to fix these issues under Blackhawks' development program. The media frenzy surrounding Bedard has reached a fever pitch. He's plastered on magazine covers, his every move dissected by analysts. The pressure on his young shoulders is immense. Bedard's journey to the NHL was not just through skill, but also through relentless media attention. Every goal, assist, and play he makes is analyzed and compared with hockey greats. Bedard's face is the NHL's new marketing poster boy. He's featured in commercials, interviewed on every sports show, and followed by a relentless swarm of cameras. The NHL is betting its future on him becoming a global superstar. Bedard is undoubtedly gifted, but to place him on that pedestal immediately is unfair and sets him up for potential failure. In his first season, Bedard has shown flashes of brilliance, scoring impressive goals and demonstrating exceptional on-ice vision. However, it's clear that Bedard is still finding his footing. Despite the glitz and glamour, Bedard isn't without his critics. Some argue his dominance stemmed from playing against weaker competition in the WHL. His size, 5'10", 180 pounds, raises question about his ability to handle the physicality of the NHL. Others point to his occasional defensive lapses, suggesting he might be better suited for the wing than the center. Compared to the larger NHL players, his physicality has been a concern. But Bedard has shown resilience, bouncing back from hits and continuing to play his style of hockey. His speed and agility have been his greatest assets in navigating the more physically demanding league. Some scouts and analysts believe the hype is a double-edged sword. While it fuels excitement, it also creates unrealistic expectations. Bedard has faced setbacks. He missed significant time due to a mononucleosis diagnosis in 2022. While promising, his transition to the NHL hasn't been without adjustments. He's learning to adapt to the faster pace, the tighter checking, and the increased physicality. Bedard's rookie season has been a learning curve, with a noticeable improvement in his defensive game as the season has progressed. He's begun to understand the importance of positioning and reading the play without the puck, crucial skills for a center in the NHL. Additionally, Bedard has been actively working with the Blackhawks development coach to improve his face-off percentage That's sitting at just 41.1% at the moment. Experts agree that Bedard's test will come in the next few seasons. Will he rise to the challenge and grow into the superstar many believe he can be? Or will the pressure of high expectations hinder his development? It's a story that will unfold with each game and each season. Now, let's look to the future. What do scouts, coaches, and analysts say about Bedard's potential in the NHL? Many praise his adaptability and willingness to learn, key traits for a young player in the NHL. Some believe he's a once-in-a-generation talent, poised to make a significant impact. Scouts often mention his exceptional vision and understanding of the game, which is rare for a player of his age. Others caution that the transition to the NHL is challenging, and not all junior stars shine as bright in the big league. Statistics from his junior career, including an impressive point-per-game ratio, offers a glimpse of his potential at the professional level. Is Conor Bedard destined for greatness, or is he an overhyped prospect? It's a tough question. On one hand, his talent is undeniable. The way he reads the game, his shot, his skating, it's all top-notch. But, on the other hand, greatness in the NHL isn't just about talent. It's about consistency, adaptability, and mental toughness. The pressure can be overwhelming. Conor Bedard's potential as a generational talent draws comparisons to the like of Wayne Gretzky and Connor McDavid. But with such crazy expectations, it's important to temper the hype and realize he's only 18 years old and still developing. From a coaching perspective, Blackhawks coach Luke Richardson speaks highly of Bedard's eagerness to learn and improve. Richardson describes him as a sponge, absorbing information and striving for excellence. However, Richardson also acknowledges Bedard's ongoing adjustment to professional hockey, indicating that patience and strategic play are skills Bedard is still improving. Despite these challenges, Richardson is confident in Bedard's potential to become a superstar in the league. Emphasizing the importance of allowing him to develop at his own pace, most analysts concur that Bedard's career will be exciting to watch, predicting that he will captivate audiences with his skill and flair. Fans think about the greats of the game. They didn't just have skill, they had an unbreakable spirit, a drive that pushed them through challenges. Does Bedard have that? It's still early to say. We've seen glimpses of brilliance, but also moments of struggle. The next few seasons will be crucial in determining whether Bedard is the real deal or just another player who couldn't live up to the hype. Handling the pressure will be key for Bedard's future. It's not just about playing hockey anymore. It's about being in the spotlight, dealing with media, fans, and the expectations of being a franchise player. How Bedard navigates these waters will say much about his NHL future. So, what's next for Conor Bedard? The potential is there for him to be a star, maybe even one of the greats. But potential is just that, potential. It needs to be nurtured, developed, and most importantly, realized. Bedard's journey in the NHL is just the beginning, and the path to greatness is never a straight line. Conor Bedard's journey is a compelling story of talent, hype, and potential. Is he the overrated future star of the NHL? Or will he rise to meet the unreal expectations? Only time will tell. One thing is for sure, the hockey world will be watching. What do you think? Will Bedard live up to the hype, or is the pressure too much for any young player to handle? Share your thoughts, and let's keep the conversation going. If you thought this was wild, don't miss our video where we dive into the incredible career of Sidney Crosby. Check out this video to get an in-depth look at one of hockey's greatest legends. Click on the video popping up on your screen now and continue your hockey adventure with us. Make sure to comment and like on the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.